Hello everyone, welcome back to yet another video of the 100 Days to CLAT series. This is day 7 away from the CLAT exam and we are 93 days into this journey, and today we would be having the All India Open Mock, or rather the CLAT 2026. This is the CLAT 2026 day for me. It is not just an All India Open Mock, it is a CLAT 2026 paper, and in this video I would also be sharing about the sample paper ka cutoff. What is the sample papers cutoff? I basically launched a poll on my group and people voted on how much they were scoring in the sample paper. So stay tuned for that. And a few observations from CLAT 2023's paper, because that was by far the hardest one. So it would be really nice if we learn a few things from that as well. So these were the tasks which I did. I did the Express revision, September Express, August Express. I did almost half of it. That is it. GK test bhi nahi diya. I did the quants legal edge ka 49 and 2023's quants, analytical reasoning, English miscellaneous. I did not do the miscellaneous, but I gave a sectional of English as the CLAT 2023. I did this. I did not do the vocab. And what else did I do? I did GK also of CLAT 2023 just to get an idea of how hard GK looks like. And I gave the sample paper GK also. These two were done. So in total I clocked in around 8 hours. Yesterday I had a very severe headache, so I was not able to clock in a lot of hours. I had to sleep in between, और वो बहुत ही अच्छा सा नहीं गया schedule. So I just woke up very early today and then again I went to sleep. But there are two ways of looking of these disruptions in schedule, and that is, first, it is inevitable, things will not go as we plan. So yeah, because the schedule wasn't that great, I'm not happy, but still I am happy because I am training myself such that if things don't go our way in terms of schedule, how would I deal with that? So yeah, so this is the first thing which I observed on the this LPT mock 67. What shall I do in those 30 minutes whenever we are sitting before the exam? And that is to simply imagine a UFC fight or edit, because that is the thing that calms me down, or it simply diverts me from the CLAT atmosphere wala feeling, and I was able to quite well maintain my focus. So I will close my eyes and start doing that half an hour prior to the exam. Analytical reasoning, a big learning was to read the question in the entirety first. This is also for the quantitative aptitude, because if you see LPT ka quants could only be solved if you read the entire question. So was analytical reasoning of the legal age 49. So yeah, read the questions first is the biggest thing, and all of the above question trap. This is basically English mein I got this. Although it might look all of the above is the correct answer, but more often than not, all of the above is generally a trap, especially for the CLAT exam, because we are very much accustomed to pick all of the above as soon as we see it. It would backfire in the final CLAT, because I remember last year logical reasoning में भी वैसे ही हुआ था, and this year's the 2023 English was also on a similar lines. All of the above was not the answer for any of the questions. Importance of vocabulary. CLAT 2023 English could have only be cracked by the person who have done the vocabulary nice. I'm glad I did the vocabulary, and I hopefully would revise a lot of the vocabulary, because I saw the importance of vocabulary, because एक ही word से पूरा option का ही elimination depended on just one word. If you didn't know the word, gone, you're just losing straight up marks. Seemingly innocuous can be an answer. Yeah, that is the general observation. GK mein I had to change my strategy, because GK, I mean, like, I'm very petrified by this. Yesterday GK thing took me 18 minutes, because I created a new strategy and I applied it and it backfired me very bad. So I've changed a bit of my GK strategy. So today I will try and test that, and I will say that in tomorrow's video what is that strategy going to be. So now let us simply discuss the cutoff of this. At first, I thought there were only 120 questions, but later I realized there were 122 questions. So, but we would be discussing cutoff out of these 120 questions, and I have seen कि around one fourth of the group, one fourth of the votes, I have went for 115 questions is right. So 115 questions right, in the sense 5 questions were wrong. so that would make the cutoff as 113.5. So yeah, if at all you were aiming for the top NLUs, and if a paper like the sample paper comes for the final CLAT, it might be a bit startling कि 113 कैसे होगा कट ऑफ, but yeah, it would be 113.5. The cutoff for the top NLUs would be 113.5, and I have absolutely no doubt about that. And maybe for NLS Nalsar का 115 जाएगा कट ऑफ, and for the top NLUs it might be 113.5. And another fact which I want to say is, अब इस टाइम पर 1 मार्क में भी देर विल बी अ लॉट ऑफ डिफरेंसेस. इफ़ यू रिमेंबर लास्ट ईयर जस्ट 1 मार्क पे 250 रैंक्स चेंज हो रहे थे. सो इफ़ यू वर गेटिंग अराउंड 87, यू वर गेटिंग 1000 रैंक लेट्स सपोज. सो 86 पे यू वर गेटिंग 1200-1300 रैंक. एंड आई नो पीपल जिसका ऐसा बड़ा सा डिफरेंस हो रहा था. एंड 250 रैंक्स आर सिंपली लाइक चेंजिंग अवे 2 कॉलेजेस. अ पर्सन हु इज़ गेटिंग इन टू टॉप 3, अगर उसका 1 मार्क कम आ गया, ही वुड गेट इन टू टॉप 5th वाला कॉलेज पे. सो या वेन एवर दिस टाइप्स ऑफ पेपर्स कम जहाँ पर बहुत ही क्लोज सा कॉम्पिटिशन होगा, try to save even those 1 mark. And as I always say, an easy paper never forgives. A difficult paper might forgive you, but an easy paper will never forgive. But we are no one to say कि easy आना चाहिए, hard आना चाहिए paper. जैसा आएगा we'll try to crack that. So hopefully today I would be giving the CLAT 2026, and I'll share about that as well in tomorrow's video. Bye.